it is? What's happening? This is the after work special. So, get ready to pull that motor out of my 60 Chevy Apache pickup. You guys heard me talk. I use this wrecker for about everything. That's actually what's sitting here running. So let me get the chain hooked up and let's pop this bad boy out, and I'll explain what's going on with it. I got everything set up right. Working out here in the carport, not even in the shop. That's alright. That's alright. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. The reason I'm using this is because since we're working out here in the carport, we've got blacktop. The engine crane don't like to really roll too good on the blacktop, so I'll just use a wrecker. So we'll go ahead and get this bad boy lifted up. You can see the winch is working at the speed of time over here. Good old wrecker, but she's a little slow. It sounds like it's running 9 million RPM, but it's actually only at 1200. Bump the idle up a little bit, and hydraulics work a little faster. These old Homes 1200 Commanders, they weren't fast. They would pull a house down. Let's put a little weight on them. It's warming up, just getting a little faster now. Probably should have brought the electric gun out here. Load around. One engine. All right, let me pull forward and kill the engine, and I'll explain what's going on here. You're probably asking, why the hell did I pull a motor out that looks like it's fresh? Well, actually, it is a fresh motor, but I've never driven this truck. The other night we bled the clutch out. Yes, it's got a hydraulic clutch. Runs off of this side of the master cylinder. That line goes all the way across and down to slave cylinder, which is right there. So we bled the clutch out. We had a halfway decent pedal, but then it got rock hard. Something in this clutch is not right. It's probably, I don't know, rusted. I have no idea. So we're going to take the clutch off. Now, why did I pull the motor? Simple. There's no front clip on the truck. So I went ahead, pulled the motor, take the clutch apart, see what's going on with the clutch. It was easy to pop the motor out of the truck since there's no front clip on it. And the other reason is it's getting ready to rain and it's in the carport. So I figured I'd pop the motor out, see what's wrong with the clutch, order what parts I need, and then put it back together. And then I can start putting the front clip on. But at that point, I can make the truck run and drive, and I can bring it in the shop, pull it out of the shop. That's why I pulled the motor out. So I'm going to see what happened to this clutch, because when we go to push it in, it's rock hard. It doesn't, something isn't right. So I'll get her apart, see what happened. Sit tight, I'll bring it right back. Well, got it off, and the disc was actually stuck to the flywheel. Not hard, but it's got some rust on it. And that's from sitting. This truck's been sitting. I bought this thing like 16, 17 years ago or something, and it's been sitting. When I bought the truck, this motor was in it. It was a brand new motor. I heard it run once, and I haven't had it running since. The other night was the first time I've ever had the hydraulic clutch working, but when you push the pedal, it went about halfway and it got rock hard. Now, I don't know, the disc stuck to the flywheel shouldn't have caused that, I don't think. But what I'm going to do is we'll clean the flywheel up, we'll clean the pressure plate up. It literally looks like it's new. It doesn't have any wear marks on it. And where it's not rusty, it looks like the flywheel was machined. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to clean everything up, make sure everything's okay with the pedal, put it back together. It's easy enough to get in and out. And before I bolt the motor and trans back together, put a couple bolts in it and make sure the pedal works. But other than a little bit of rust that I see on it, I don't really see anything. Like I said, when I took the pressure plate off, it actually was stuck right there, but it didn't take much effort to take it off. So, not really sure if why this would have made the pedal feel weird and hard. It could have just been stuck, and that was doing it. We'll clean it all up, put it back together, and I'll report back to you guys later. But that is your after work special for today. Now that this is out, and I know somebody's gonna say, well, what's the big deal with the rain? Big deal with the rain is rain's coming in tomorrow. We put this in the carport last weekend. It hasn't rained. There's no front clip on it, so I didn't want the motor to get wet. I could have covered it up, but I knew I was going to do this anyway. So I figured let's take the motor out of it before the rain, see what it needs. I can order parts, and then maybe next week or something we'll pop it back in and get it to where it runs and moves under its own power, and start putting the front clip back together, because it's time. This thing has been apart and sitting like this for way too long. It's time to make this truck run and drive and do something with it. Either sell it or drive it. More than likely I'll probably keep it and drive it. But it's time to do something with it. It really is. I have everything for the front end. The entire front end is brand new. Inner fender wells, rad support, which I kind of damaged the rad support when I moved here. We were in a hurry, and I pushed it with the red tow truck and kind of bent the corner of the rad support, so hopefully I can straighten that out. New fenders. I got one rocker to put in. It's actually a pretty decent truck. It does have a little rust in the roof that these things are notorious for. We ain't fixing it. We're leaving it. We're going to drive it. So look, holla at your boy. Keeps it reals. And I'll let you know what's coming up on the next after work special.